Hi friends, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Hello. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter, just because of the nature of the video. I feel like I know people are going to click on this and be like, well, you're a hypocrite. If I'm titling it what I think I'm going to title it, and be like, well, you're a hypocrite because you're doing it. And you're right, I am. Hi. But I would like to say a couple of things, kind of like say my piece and then do a bit of a mic drop and then just be done. Let me just explain. I'm already like pre-explaining myself before I even tell you what's going on. So Trisha Paytas, who is a very controversial YouTuber, I've talked about her on this channel multiple times for things that she's said and done that I have really disagreed with, that a lot of people have disagreed with. Most notably, a few months ago, she came out as transgender, and that was like a whole thing that's kind of gone now, that's forgotten. And she's basically known for doing troll-like things. Trisha Paytas came out with a video yesterday that was titled Meet My Alter's Dissociative Identity Disorder. It has 505,000 views, and it's basically her talking about how she has dissociative identity disorder. In the video, she kind of describes her different alters, and the main problem with the video, I'll spare you from having to watch it because I really don't encourage people to go watch it. I don't encourage people to give her the view. I just don't. But the main point of the video was she was describing her alters. She was describing how she feels that she has dissociative identity disorder, which she self-diagnosed with, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's invalid. I do want to make that clear because I think sometimes there is a stigma around self-diagnosing, and she kind of goes into detail about this. Basically, her video and why people were so upset was her video had a lot of misinformation, especially considering she was self-diagnosing. It had a lot of misinformation. It had a lot of stereotypes. It kind of, to me, when I was watching it, it felt like she just watched the movie Split and just kind of based it off of that. It's not a good representation of what dissociative identity disorder, I think I'm just gonna call it DID, because it's not a good representation of what that actually is. I will say, just from where I'm standing from, I am almost finished with a social work degree, and we did cover DID a little bit in my classes, but I went into watching her video not knowing a ton about the disorder. And I think a lot of people did, because it is a disorder that has a lot of misinformation because of the media. That is something we learned, is like, it's not what you see in TVs and movies and stuff. And it's very, very complicated, and it's very difficult to understand. When my professor was talking to us about it, she was like, people go for years just to learn about this particular disorder because it's so complicated and there's so many different like twists and turns to it, and also because it's so rare and because it's kind of hard to diagnose, can be difficult for people to, you know, get correct information about it, because they're getting misinformation from the media, they're getting misinformation from people like me who are in the fields but don't know as much about it. So we can only provide you with so much information. And now Trisha Paytas, with her almost 5 million subscribers, is giving people all of this type of information. And the thing that's scary to me is what I really hate about it, just to briefly talk about this. I'm not going to go into all the misinformation and everything. I'm going to point you guys to the channel Disassociated. I'm going to have that down below linked, and her video responding to Trisha Paytas. Watching that video was so incredibly informative. So I'm going to point you guys to that video because I think it did a fantastic job of pointing out where Trisha was just blatantly not saying information that was correct based on community. She was saying things that were offensive. She was, you know, doing things that were really hurtful to people. She called this channel, Disassociated, she called them crazy at one point, which is very frowned upon. I think what made me the most upset about this video was the fact that Trisha put in the title dissociative identity disorder and put in Meet My Alters. Like, she put all of those things in the title. And what I don't think she thinks about, she knows that's a clickbaity title, she knows that's super catchy, but what I don't think she thinks about, and I hope that she could think about in the future when she does these like really scummy things, I hope in the future she thinks about the fact that there might be kids out there or young adults who don't know what's going on with them, who are struggling with this, and who turn to Google because, especially in America, healthcare is incredibly expensive and it's very hard to find good psychiatrists. Kids turn to Google, and young people turn, even older people, everybody everybody turns to Google nowadays for help on things. What's the first thing you do when you have a symptom? You freaking Google it. Well, I do. I don't know if that's just my hypochondria talking, but you Google things, right? So for her to put those in the title, and then for a person who is younger and doesn't know about her, or that she's a troll, or doesn't know all of these things about her, to click on that video and hear her speaking and think that this is what it's supposed to be is incredibly dangerous to the mental health community. And it sickens me that she would do something like this and continue to take these. I have the same issue with her transgender video. I have the same issue with most of her videos, is that what she fails to consider is that not everybody knows that she's a troll. Not everybody knows that she's doing all of these things for attention, for clout, for views. I don't think it's a coincidence that her views are incredibly low right now, because they are. They're incredibly low. Her channel is, you know, she's losing subscribers. So every couple of months, she hasn't been in drama long enough, she has to make a video like this. And in 2 months, she won't even remember what she said in this video. Like, this won't even be a thing. She made a video talking about Anthony Padilla because he tweeted out, I think he put it on his Instagram stories. He basically said the video was bad. Like, he trashed the video. He was like, you shouldn't have made this video. And she made this video going off on him. How dare you? I live this life, and it's so, and it's just like, come on. And I didn't love it because it's sad, honestly, now. At this point, it's sad watching Trisha, because people in the comments were quoting her videos from 3 months ago where she said, no, I don't have multiple personalities. I don't think I associate with that. She literally can't remember what she said in a video 3 months ago about her mental health and what's going on with her. To blatantly disregard the mental health of other people by posting videos with this amount of misinformation is just gross to me. It's so gross. And if something has to be happening with her for her to think that this is continually okay, because she does this so much. And I know this isn't, I'm not like, oh my god, I've cracked the code behind Trisha Paytas. We know the reason she does this is to get attention, is to get videos like this made, is to get videos like what everyone else is making made. We know this about her now. We know that every time there's this title of, I have this going on, I'm XYZ, we know that so she can get views. We know that so she can get clicks. We know it's so she can get attention, because that is how she's kept her channel alive all of these years, is by doing outlandish things for attention. That's how she keeps it going. My message would be, and I think for me, like, this is kind of my, again, like I said at the beginning, this is like the mic drop moment of like, I can't do it anymore with her. Every time something happens with Trisha, everybody like tweets me. They're like, we want to hear your opinion. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? My thoughts are, she does things for clout. She does things for attention. And she trolls with little to no regard for the people and the communities that she's in. She trolls those communities with no regard for the people that are in them, with no regard for how her words are going to hurt and impact those communities. And I think I cannot stress enough, you have to go watch Disassociate Dead. I hope I'm saying that right. You have to go watch their channel. It's so I've been watching their videos all morning because it's so informative. It gives so much actual and true information on what it is like to have dissociative identity disorder. It gives so much information. It shows you exactly what it is actually like for a person who is going through this really intense disorder. So for me, it's like, instead of when you see Trisha Paytas's troll videos, right? These videos that we know that it's to troll. Like, we are aware that this is to troll other people. We know she's just doing this for attention. We know she's gonna say some outlandish stuff that has nothing to do with what it's actually like to have this disorder. We know all of this, okay? We're aware. We're caught on to it, right? Raise up the voices of the people in the communities that she is hurting. Raise them up, right? Because I can't sit here and tell you what it's like to have DID. I can't. I don't have it. I can't tell you what it's like and all of the ways that she is wrong from that perspective. So I want to raise up the voice of this creator because I think she can accurately tell you what it's like. So I would like to enact something titled the Trisha Paytas effect, which for me means that after this video, I'm pretty much done talking about her. Unless she hurts a community that I'm a part of, I'm over it, okay? So I'm done with Trisha at this point. I'm not going to be making videos about her anymore. But if these scandalous or salacious videos get posted in your, you know, YouTube feed of Trisha just saying something trolly, doing something that, you know, is just her trying to get attention, and we know that, just wait a minute. Don't click on that video. Wait. I know YouTube can like technically get me in trouble for saying that, but I don't care. Like, just wait a minute. Don't click on that video allegedly, necessarily. I can't tell you what to do, but like maybe think about not clicking on it. And instead, wait. And videos like this from people who actually know what they're talking about, from people who actually are part of these communities, will get posted. They will. They're inevitably going to get posted. I want to share those videos. So just wait. I'll share whatever videos I can find that are explaining to you the truth and why what she's doing is incorrect and why what she's doing is wrong. I want to share those videos with you guys on my YouTube channel and give light to those creators who are trying to disprove what she's saying. And I would really implore other drama channels and other, you know, people to do things like this with creators like this. That's what I'm going to start doing, because I can't keep, what is there to say other than I think Trisha's just trolling for attention because her views are low. That doesn't help anyone in this situation. Disassociated's video is gonna help people learn. It's gonna educate people. So that's what I wanna point you guys to. I think you should absolutely go watch the channel. And the next time Trisha Paytas does stuff like this, I'm just gonna post the videos that are really informative and actually helpful and not just me commentating on how, like, awful this is, because it's honestly just like, what point does me doing this serve anymore? Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like it serves a point at this point. I feel like we need to raise up the creators who know what they're talking about. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna link the channel and that video addressing Trisha. It is a little long, but I think it's worth the watch. It has some really fantastic analogies in there. They have a great way of explaining like what's going on, and I really loved the video. So yeah, go check that out, please. I think it's really important. I think it's important because Trisha wants drama channels to make these videos. She wants commentary channels to make these videos. It's what she wants. We're giving her what she wants every time we do it. But by just showing up and shining up the people who can very eloquently disprove her, I think that's the way to win, you know? And just don't watch her video in the first place. I'm not watching her videos anymore. They honestly make me angry. And I shouldn't be getting angry watching a YouTube video, like, consistently. Like, I'm consistently mad when I click on her videos, and they just consistently annoy me. So I'm just like washing my hands of it. I'm gonna start promoting the channels that very eloquently take her down. All right, well, I love you guys so much. I hope you like this video. I know it was a little bit random, but this is just, everyone was like, my opinion. What's your opinion on Trisha? This is my opinion. Go watch, you know, and support channels who aren't doing the behavior that she displays. I love you guys so much. I hope you like this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're here watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I'm wearing on my face will be linked down below, along with a link to register to vote. That's right, you can click on that link. You can register to vote, and you can be part of your democracy. It's like this super fun thing the kids are doing. You could also get out there and vote this election season, because it's a really crucial one. And if you're not from the United States, that link does not apply to you. Please make sure you're staying informed, using your voice in a positive way if you can, because the world really does need more of it. Just on a note of like what's happening in the world with everything, I know people are really stressed out right now. I know people are really anxious. Totally understand. I'm one of those people. But let's just remember to, you know, be kind to each other, help each other out. It's a really stressful time, and it's only going to get more stressful if we aren't helping each other. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!